Okay. Yeah, call the meeting to order. Call the meeting to order. Is there any public comment?
Get you out of here real quick and go back.
Seeing none, we'll move on to planning and zoning office report.
Before you have the, building permits are up, so had a pretty good month. The difference between permit fees and the total receipts is this is the month we sent out licensing for campgrounds, mobile home parks, dog kennels, so we're getting some of that in. So we got 12 residential permits this month, 2 ag permits, which there's no fees for ag permits, and building inspections for March was 12. Your claims are next, and then the building report is after that. Shows you who's obviously getting the permits and what they're for. The only other thing this is for something we need to look into in the next couple months, is all our building code, adopted building codes are dated 2011, and this is 2016. So a couple of the inspectors have mentioned that we probably should look into adopting more current codes, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to follow them by the letter of the law. You can do home rule on some stuff, depending on what the industries are doing, especially like electrical. Some of the stuff in the electrical code is pretty out there. And but Mel said that you could do home rule, but you should really adopt the more up to date. But that's a committee and county board decision. On this 5 years is quite a while. They're pretty dated. Those old international building codes, electrical codes, and plumbing codes. So it's something I would think about the next couple months before we move into the summer. So, all right. But if you talk to any contractors, get their input, what they want to see and what they don't want to see, because you don't want to be too restrictive, I don't think.
No.
Just our codes similar to state code?
Well, we adopted all the similar codes.
We have to go by the state.
But there's what one of my inspectors said, well, you can do kind of what's home rule too, because there's some areas that have stricter codes, like you have to have conduit everywhere up north, but you don't have to have conduit. They don't, and that's something they've added to the code. And I think the electrical code, Mel was telling me that in the new code that you have to have certain fall grounds in bedrooms now, in case especially if it's pretty. Yeah.
There are fall interrupters.
Yeah, and he said it's pretty expensive to do it. I mean, but you don't have to follow a code book to the letter, but you still need to adopt more current and go from there. Not saying we have to do it, just saying that was been brought up by a couple of the inspectors of our adopted code books are getting dated. 2011 started dated, so something to look into, and that's about it.
Are those expensive? Are those expensive?
Books? The one, yeah, a couple, like 60, about 50, 70, depending. But I would have to have a couple obviously in the office if we adopted them.
Can you get an estimate on what it's going to cost and bring it to us next month and go from there? It wouldn't be a bad idea to upgrade them.
And there's no zoning board of appeals coming up, and nobody inquired this last month, so next month there won't be any hearings at again, so just moving forward. So
The National Electricians Code in their first chapter, they clearly define. I mean, when I went to school, the teacher up at JUCO sat on the advisory board for NEC, and they say right in black and white, it's printed, they say we are intended to be an advisory and informational product that would give people guidelines for suggested work practices. I like them arc fault interrupters. Boy, that's a tough one, because they can be a real pain, but at the same time, if you burn down a house, I mean, what do you do on new construction?
Yeah, and that was Mel's point. He says, right now, what we've had adopted, we can't require those if you wanted to, because we haven't adopted a new code. But if you adopt a new book, then you have to decide whether you're going to push for that requirement on new construction or not. And that's kind of where he was coming from. And that would have to be a decision that, this committee and, the inspector would have to have some input. And my guess is too much pushback we get from the local electricians. So, but without adopting the more modern any C code, we can't even enforce the new stuff if we wanted to.
Yeah.
So.
Nothing else? Nope. Moving on, further discussion on the reviewing of ordinances. Just everybody keep looking at them. I have a quorum, so we can't do nothing anyway, so just everybody go through them line by line, make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, and anything you don't like, make a list of it, bring it back in here, and or call me and we'll put it on the agenda. Moving on to review the claims. There's no quorum, so we can approve the claims. Just send them to the full board. They're sitting in front of us. Everybody's looked at them. Pretty basic. Send them to the full board. Recommend approval of full board. Any old business?
What are we doing about that whole deal with these fabled easements? Have we?
Discussion was had with Jim Devine. He don't feel like it's something we could defend or have the authority over, so it's been tabled at the moment until we can find out what Champaign has done. Figure out what Champaign's done with it and go from there. See if it's something that is within our realm of authority. So as soon as I didn't get a chance to call Champaign County, we'll get a copy of that.
I talked to him and he said that he didn't think it was the county's responsibility for private individuals, on private property. But my response to him is, what the hell are we here for?
Yeah.
I don't see how anybody can claim that an easement is legal if it hasn't been recorded. What do we pay for title searches for? What do the banks rely on when you go to take out a loan on a house? I don't think we're doing the right thing here by trying to bail on it.
No, we need a copy of Champaign before we can do anything else. Jim's legal opinion is he wouldn't defend it. As of right now, without seeing Champaign's, he wouldn't defend it. And what's the point of spending our time working on it if you won't defend it? So I'll try to get a hold of Champaign. Bob, you might have a little better luck with that than I do. Got a contact down there and get a copy of that, and we can bring it back here and distribute it to everybody to read via email or however you want to do it, or at the committee meeting next month. I would like to see a copy of Champaign before we move on with it. I don't want to rush into it and not do it right if we did anything at all with it.
Right.
So, I think time's on our side here. Is there any other old business? Charlie?
All old business or comments from the public. And I say it's old business in the sense that we've been always talked several times in the board meeting about, we'll put the word local in this infraction of our zoning and LODA down there. We don't have money to work for it, do it. My thoughts are, why can't we set up a borrowed fund from something we already have in-house, other funds that are just sitting there, go ahead and pursue and take care of something like that, because in the long run, the cost of that is going to be paid by the owner of the property that created the problem. When that payment comes back in, you just put it back in that fund again. And if we could go ahead and do things like that and keep the county a better appearance, you leave like something like that, somebody else says, what, I can do that, look what we got down the road there. If you don't pursue it, it's gonna be a work.
Yeah,
For more of,
I don't know where we get the money to spend the money to begin with. Things
well,
are
we
tight.
just talked the other day about borrowing, not borrowing, but setting up on that disposal, waste disposal thing.
I think that's earmarked. I don't think we can touch that for something like that. We'd have to find out.
Find out if you can borrow.
I'm not sure if you could even do that. We'd have
I
to.
mean, you borrow from everything else on the road.
I'm not sure, Charlie. I'd have to check into that if that's possible. I mean,
But it's just a, just throw up and say we don't have any money, and you got various funds up on drawing interest rates and everything else. Doesn't make sense to me.
yeah. And I think it's been discussed here before too, and I think some of the consensus was it was more of a health department issue than it is a county board.
It was a zoning violation caused the problem.
No, that
The two of them together could have been,
No.
I'm not saying it's not one or the other, I think it's both.
Yeah. It's all about the money, Charlie. If we can find a place for the money, I'd love to knock down some of these properties and clean them up.
Money when you get, think
We got,
demanding only the interest rates we get paid on it, so we could do something.
you know, we got a lot of expenditures coming down the road that are gonna hurt. So just gonna depend what's coming. And we got 911 raises and ask me raises coming and everything else. So we can look into it. Something we can look into. It's more of a matter for finance than it is, I think, planning and zoning. We get Kevin, put it on his agenda. I'm not sure if we can touch that.
Say Kevin on this.
Yeah, it's more of a matter for Kevin than it is for us. It'd have to be put in next year's budget. I would say maybe you and I can talk to Kevin on that and see what his suggestion is and make sure it's even legal to take it. I don't think we can touch that waste disposal fund. Even if you borrow out of it, I don't think it's legal to touch it for something like that. I think it's specifically earmarked for the recycling events and stuff like that. So I can check with Kevin and Jim Devine on that, see what their opinion is on it, and maybe we can get it on the agenda of finance, but that's where it's got to start. It's going to have to start in finance. Any further old business? Any new business? Seeing none, can't have a motion to adjourn because there's no quorum, so meeting's over.